Episode 15, The Ultimate Klingon. Before we begin, I do want to let you know that I have made some adjustments to my away team. You won't see the weird looking people. I mean, they're still on my bridge crew, but they're not on my away team. So when you see my away team, just note that they are different. Alright then, let's head into the Corvette system. I wanted to give it more of a Star Trek feel to it by having authentic Starfleet officers on my away team. With the Goran ships in the area, it's understandable they wouldn't respond to our hails. There's at least 2 patrols out here. Come on, get behind that little comet. Did I just vaporize that thing? Oh well, doesn't matter. Ouch. Forgot to deal with the mines, but oh well. Let's deal with the next patrol. Everything's all set here. Everything is all set here. Wait. Wait.
Ship is under attack.
Fire.
Target's shields have failed. Target's shields have failed.
That does it for the patrols. Let's beam down to the station. Okay, this is my new away team. As I said, I wanted to make it an authentic Starfleet look, so forgive me if I don't know how to pronounce these guys' names, but I want to give you a little heads up of what species they are. First off, we got my species, which is Endorian. This guy's species is Tellarite. Would explain his short nature. This is the classic. This is Vulcan. This right here is human. And right here we have ourselves a Ferengi. So, like I said, I wanted to give myself a little bit more of a Star Trek feel to it with an actual legitimate Starfleet away team, so... I mean, if you guys liked my previous away team, I understand, but I just wanted to make it authentic. And I can always flip back, if need be. Yeah, all I gotta do is just go into my away team menu and switch out personnel. Because if you think about it, my previous away team is now still on my bridge. So. And I handpicked these people myself. I wanted a good assortment of different species. Very well. Prepare for combat. We need to reach Dr. Bashir before the Klingons capture him. I also outfitted my away team with the top tier in weaponry. Well, before I do anything else, let me flip this real quick so that I can activate it whenever I want. I only use it when I need to go up against a big set of enemies. Like this one, for instance, I can utilize this. Behind you. Good shot. Alright, let's keep moving. We gotta find Bashir. Wait. There we go. That does it for that team. Gotta rescue that researcher. She might know where Dr. Bashir is.
Thank you.
What kind of research do you do here?
I'm a research assistant. We've received special dispensation to use genetic modification to deal with age-related diseases and decrepitude.
What did the Klingons want?
The Klingons have been keeping us all captive here and asking us about our research. Some of them think we're a secret program to make new augments. I think the Klingons were looking for something to make their own augmented soldiers with disease resistance, pain tolerance, increased strength.
Essentially super soldiers. Tell me a little bit more about augmentation.
Augmentation involves rebuilding an individual's genetic characteristics to eliminate unwanted traits or to enhance or splice in desirable ones. Usually this is done with sequencing, infecting the cells with retrovirus that rewrites them to produce the new cell structures.
Continue.
Augmentation isn't without side effects, though. It often causes heightened emotion, and augments usually don't socialize well. Attempts to enhance intelligence often result in paranoia, psychopathy, or autism spectrum disorders.
And how would this process affect the Klingons?
I couldn't really say. I know that the Klingons experimented with stolen augmentation technology in the 22nd century, but they abandoned the studies after some sort of mishap. Chirurgeon Petrel will probably explain more.
Where is Dr. Bashir?
He's usually in the main lab. Follow the corridor past the cold storage and the gene samples. You can tell you're in the lab because there's a lowered section to provide space for the computer cores. Be careful. Klingon captain is probably there.
If he's there, I'll be happy to oblige. Thank you, Doctor. Stay safe here in this lab. See if I can talk to that researcher. Assuming they let me. I've never done it before. Oh well. Guess not. No big deal. Oh god, here's one of those big giant ones. Although we took him down with ease. Ouch. You think throwing a rock at me is going to hurt me? Let's see what's in this crate. A couple things I could use later on. There he is. Want to fight with a blade? I'll fight with my fists. That's what I call a TKO in the first round. Are they other Klingons out here?
We are grateful for your assistance.
What kind of research do you do here, Doctor?
The primary focus of the project is gerontology, the study of aging in various life forms. The Federation Science Council has given me permission to test various forms of genetic modification to find treatments of degenerative diseases such as Irumodic syndrome. We're making significant progress. You're a sight for sore eyes. Thanks for the timely assistance.
What did the Klingons want?
Strangely, they wanted to know about genetic modification, specifically the augmentation process. I found that rather odd, considering the troubled history the Klingons have had in that regard. I mean, it's not a proud moment in Earth's history either. Augments like Khan Noonien Singh caused the death of millions. You're a sight for sore eyes.
I know who Khan Noonien Singh is, but for the benefits of those watching this, I'll ask him who he is.
Khan was the greatest of the augmented conquerors in the eugenics wars. He was the ruler of more than a quarter of Earth, and he treated those he ruled like slaves. Unlike some of the other so-called genetic supermen, Khan only enslaved his people rather than massacred them. Some consider him to be the best of the tyrants. A dubious honor, to be sure. When the people rose up against the augment tyrants, Khan and some of his people escaped into space on a sleeper ship. I suspect you heard a lot about Khan's clashes with Captain Kirk at Starfleet Academy. I remember running the Mutara Nebula simulator in my senior year there. It was a singular experience.
I can imagine. It's one of the best battles I've ever taken place in.
You're a sight for sore eyes. Thanks for the timely assistance.
How would augmentation affect the Klingons?
The Klingons' previous experiments with augmentation were disastrous, to say the least. In the 2150s, the Klingons attempted to use augment DNA to enhance their worries. Those who didn't die from neural breakdown developed drastically altered personalities and physical changes that made them appear more human. Then a strain of Livodian flu interacted with their DNA. And what was a terrible experiment became a horrible epidemic.
Go on.
The spread of the augment virus threatened the Klingons with extinction. They eventually stopped it, but their DNA profile was altered forever. It's not a proud moment in Klingon history, to be sure. As an old friend of mine once said, they don't speak of it to outsiders. You're a sight for sore eyes. Thanks for the timely assistance.
What do you suggest we do next?
If the Klingons are doing augmentation research, you have to find out where they're doing it and put a stop to it.
Okay. Alright. Yellow Springs, 5 to beam up. It's good to see Dr. Bashir again. For those of you who don't know, I'm sure a lot of you know, he's a main character in the Star Trek series Deep Space Nine. He's their chief medical officer. Obviously this is several years after it, so he's not the chief medical officer on DS9 anymore. Do they want to be hailed?
Warning, ship is under attack. 4 shields failing.
Apparently not. Aft torpedoes, fire. Come about. Helm, slow us down.
Target shields have failed.
Hold your fire. Get us closer. Not many opportunities like this to get in front of a Klingon ship without it shooting at you. Ah, yes. A staple of Klingon weaponry. This is the Vorchak class attack cruiser. I had one as a kid. A toy, I mean. Very well, put him on screen.
Do you think you can defeat Captain Earthball and then slink away? Honor's Federation attack! Some shall have our vengeance!
Oh dear.
Warning, ship is under attack. Left shields failing.
That stung. But I'm still in one piece. Interesting. We're gonna have to go into Klingon space. We're already at war, so the politicians can't say anything. Head to the Hatoria system. Maximum warp. Gotta find out what the Klingons were doing with those supplies. If they're trying to attempt to bring back augmentation, this war could get longer and bloodier than we already experience. We can't let them get the upper hand on us, though. Sensors at maximum. Proceed with caution. 3/4 impulse. While I know this ship and crew are prepared for a fight, because we're deep in enemy territory, I would like to avoid a fight, if need be. It's not called cowardice. I'm sure it's called something, but I don't know what it is. Come on, get into scanner range. Alright, wait team, meet me in transporter room 1. Beam us down, Chief. Stay alert. There will be certainly Klingon resistance. Perfect. A frozen wasteland. Perfect. Me without my ice skates. Although I will mention something. It's about my species being Endorian. Our homeworld is basically like this. I wouldn't call it a frozen wasteland, but it's like this pretty much. One of these days in one of these episodes, I'll take you to Andoria. To my home away from home. Actually, the Yellow Springs is my home away from home. My parents lived on Earth for so long. I've only been to the homeworld a couple times. Let me check something real quick.
Enemy target on center.
Didn't see you. Great, now that I'm in the shade, it's going to be extremely difficult to walk in it. But oh well, we're trying to get to the science lab. I also picked up another device on a previous mission that I want to try out here. Since I am dealing with an onslaught of Klingon soldiers. It's a chaos blaze. The chaos blaze specifically is an area of effect, damage, and confusion. When I hit it on a group of Klingons, or a group of anything for that matter, for a short time it will confuse them into attacking each other until eventually they break out of that confusion and start shooting at me. The confusion doesn't last long, but every second counts. If I can get them to shoot each other just for even a short bit of time, they'll go good for me. In fact, while I'm at it, because it has a shorter recharge time, I'll make it my primary action kit. Only one? There's a group up there. Chaos Blaze. There should be another group up here too. Hit it. Okay. Let's head into the research lab. Entrap him. Have the Yellow Spring set up a level 1 passive security scan. Don't tip him off, but if he tries to flee by shuttle or transporter, redirect him. There was no right or wrong answer with those choices, but I usually go with the one that makes sense. I think one of those choices is kind of egotistical. There's a Gorn right here. Oh boy. These are not your average everyday Gorn. They've been augmented, making them more aggressive. Apparently this one didn't live. Let's check this file. %20 heavier and 30% stronger. The Klingons surely picked some good guinea pigs. He didn't even have time to throw that big rock at me. Although this one might. Oh, he jumped at me. Let's check this file. It's a coin toss every single time you inject one of these things into the Gorn. You're either going to get what you want, or they die. Let's bypass the security system. We got apprehend Amar Singh. There he is.
To stop me? You should thank me. Close. So very close this time. Humans were quite right. Vulcans were too analytical. It has taken me hundreds of tries to get it right. This time I've got it. Combining several different species will create the perfect race. We will rule the galaxy.
He couldn't use his transporter, but he set his dogs on us. I love a good fight. Okay, apparently my fists are not doing much. But what do you expect when you're dealing with Gorn soldiers? Ouch. Will you stop throwing rocks at me? Thank you. Alright, Amar Singh. You're under arrest.
I don't understand. How did you trap me?
Simple. Passive security scan. As soon as your transporter cycled, my transporter chief redirected you back and shut down the pattern buffer. You ain't going anywhere, pal.
I'll answer your questions, but only for as long as it suits me.
Alright then. What are you doing here?
Nothing less than reshaping the galaxy. My work is revolutionary. It is light years beyond the pale dreams of mere mortals like yourself. The footsteps of the great Khan Noonien scheme. I have spent my life polishing the genome with the most precious tool. Now I can combine the best traits from a variety of species to create a perfect being. An army of super augments will rule the galaxy. we will have eternal peace. Peace through strength. Oh, it is glorious. I wish my God were here to see the result. I honor your legacy, my God.
Uh-huh. You do realize genetic modification is illegal.
I do recognize the laws of your petty judgmental federation. Now, words about morality and diversity and peace. But you fly around in death machines that could obliterate a planet. Talk about personal freedoms, but impose your will on everyone in your grasp. The Federation is a collection of tyrants.
I have no objection to those questions, but I'll let the politicians deal with that. After all, I'm not a politician. Why were you working with the Klingons?
It is the curse of every great. Research requires resources. Ambassador Bhavat was happy to provide me with all the materials and research subjects I needed in exchange for an augment process to make Gorn warriors stronger and faster. He could have had so much more. I told Bhavat that I could perfect the augmentation process and improve the Klingons. But he was loath to experiment on his own people. The pity. Now I have no such scruples.
Bhavat knows what the augmentation process can do to the Klingons. He doesn't want to put his people through that again, even if it means winning a war. Did you augment any of the Klingons?
Not as many as I would have wished. They respond oddly to treatment. It's very interesting data. Unfortunately, most of my Klingon subjects broke out of the lab and escaped. They'll create quite the path of destruction when their food is pressed around pure. Some sort of most illuminating.
What is Bhavat planning?
I'm not privy to Bhavat's private thoughts. I do know that he asked me to analyze a sample of blood from the most unusual being. 3/4 human, 1/4 Klingon. It was the most interesting genetic profile I'd seen in months. Whoever this Moral Heresy is, I'd like to meet her. And Bhavat kept asking me about time travel. How to do it, what the ramifications were. I'm a genius. That's not my field.
Perfect. We've already dealt with time travel before when we had to fight the Davidians. Now Bhavat's trying to use it to his own will. What else can you tell me?
I'm bored with this. I'm done answering your questions.
Alright then. Dorn to Yellow Springs. Beam Singh to the ship. Put him in a holding cell. Very well then. Yellow Springs, beam us aboard and set a course out of the system. Warp 5. We gotta hail Starfleet.
I never expected you would find actual augment research. Starfleet will keep a close eye on this situation.
Also be alert and let Lieutenant Moral Paris know about the situation. The Klingons might be coming after her next. If what Amar Singh is said is true, she could be their next target. Alright folks, that was episode 15. Let me give you a preview of what's to come in episode 16. Uh-oh. We thought fighting the Davidians and the Klingons was bad enough.
Starfleet intelligence needs your help.
They were testing a new weapon in the Imaga system. Something bigger than a new torpedo. Someone from Vavad's personal force is sending information to Starfleet intelligence? A doomsday weapon. Captain Kirk fought one of those things. He sacrificed another starship just to destroy it. Now we gotta fight this one on our own. We have a man on the inside. Interesting. More help is all I care about. Okay, folks, that was episode 15. I will see you for episode 16 later. As of this moment, Captain Chris Dorn signing off.